Welcome back, guys. We're live. We're on air. Hey, if you didn't see, we went ahead with this crafting segment on our live Facebook page, but if you didn't see it, we're going to do it for all the people at home now.
It's just so cute. We have to read it.
We have to do it, and
Yes.
Nellie, you're going to help us. Now, do you remember these pumpkins last year, guys? Right here, this is toilet paper. Yes, Jeremy remembered it.
By the way, it's pumpkin spice toilet paper. Thank you, Cal.
Hey, you know, there may be a shortage again someday. So
You can open that up.
You can open them back up. So these are really easy to do. You've got your toilet paper rolls, and then you've got just a piece of fabric. And by the way, pumpkins don't have to be orange, guys. They can be anything that you want. And then I found these really cool stems to put in there. So we're going to show you.
Where'd you find those stems?
You know what? That was like a long piece. It was like.
I know exactly. They sell them at the Michael's and Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
Like, they're really long, and then you
Okay.
cut them. They're for like texture. You put them in a big vase, and they're very long.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I thought, that's good. I don't have any other place to use those. Now, here's another way to do it. If you want to go to the dollar store and get these really inexpensive pumpkins, Natalie's got a white one, Jeremy's got a white one, and I've got this orange one in the middle. You're going to use like a...
Look at that.
hello,
I can see. Look through there.
hello.
Look, I can see you guys right there.
There he is.
Did you have to hollow this, or was it already hollow?
No, it was already hollow.
Oh.
I was kind of surprised by that, too.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
just
know
got to
that
carve out the top and carve out the bottom.
Okay.
And now, the bottom did not need to be carved out with this one because we're doing... With you guys, you've got two open sides. These are from a sweater that I bought very inexpensively, and then you're going to wrap your pumpkins in that. This one, let me just do this one real quick. I love the sweater.
I love this. I love the colors.
You can take this one home if you want it, because it stretches. I mean, you guys are going to do it on both ends. Just put the fabric in there. Put the fabric in. So just find a sweater that you don't wear anymore.
Which is true. I mean, everybody has that, or that's kind of, you know, out of shape.
Yeah.
Those knit sweaters
they
start
just
to
have lost their shape. That's a good thing to do with them. All right, you guys are very good. All right,
Okay.
so here we've got these done now. Now we're going to choose a stem. Now, Jeremy, you can choose whatever you want. There's this one that I wrapped with this.
With the
What is
twine?
it? The twine. This is a stick from the yard.
Oh.
So I wrapped that with twine. I think you do like that one, don't you? You want to use that one?
I like all of them, though. This one, and then bring the other one over here. Let's just
Well,
show the
there's
natural
three,
wood
because
ones.
Natalie
I
needs
love
one,
the
too.
texture
There's
of
lots
it,
of
too.
textures, lots
Yeah.
of wood colors to
a
pick
smaller
from.
one.
Yeah.
So just choose anything like that. And so I'll let you guys take your pick first. What do you want now?
Let's see this. Let's
All
see
right.
a little texture with that.
All right, I'm going to do a little bitty stem. All right, there we go. Now, we are good to go.
Okay.
Now what we're going to do, guys, is decorate. Now, I was thinking that these colors would be good for this pumpkin.
Yeah.
Now, Jeremy, these all are designated for those.
Those, okay.
But there's a bunch of stuff in here. You can do little twigs and little stems and that. Whatever. Let me put you guys on this side because you can work together right there. I'm going to be
Come on,
over
Nat.
You want to move me?
Be my craft buddy.
because all the
Okay.
stuff is right there, so you can do that.
My craft buddy.
And if you want to cut some more stuff off, you can.
Come with
All
this
right.
guy.
Yeah, some just cute
pretty.
little things.
Prettiness.
It's so fun. And you've got a glue gun over here. There's also
those scissors.
some ribbon.
Is that too? I feel like that's too big for that.
I don't know.
Or
I think it's
not, you
kinda
might
Is it
cute.
too big?
To cut this?
You know, I'll do one
Hey,
giant
we
one. and
had
then some.
this scissors, like what are they called?
Pinking shears.
Peking shears.
Yes.
So these always stayed in our kitchen, and my mom would cut her hair and everybody else's hair with these.
Oh! Now
How did that look?
Listen.
Well, I don't know. Mom, what was your thought on that? Like,
Your
what's
mom
the
is
thought?
ahead of her time.
Is
First
that
of all,
what
this is a texturized shear right here.
Yep.
Now, while I wouldn't have cut the very bottom length with
Maybe
the hair,
bangs?
well, not just that. All the way throughout, you would have different jagged edges, which would be very nice.
Yeah. I don't know. That's
All right,
just
Jeremy,
brought
what you
back
got
all the
going on there?
memories of her cutting hair with these.
And here's ribbon also, if you want ribbon.
No, I think I'm going to do mine simple. Simple
Okay.
pimple.
All right.
Sorry.
So this
use
ribbon I got also
Okay,
at
here.
Dollar Tree, very inexpensive. And those leaves are pretty big, Jer, if you want to cut them down a little bit. And let me just tell you about the pinking shears. The reason they're here is because I couldn't find my other ones. So there you have it.
I love it.
Now, before I start on mine, I want to just show you over here. You can use doilies and all kinds of things.
Oh,
I
that's
did
a
pick
cute
out some
idea.
things for this one. If you want to check this one out, like this is a little tea-stained doily. I tea-stained this myself, and then we put a hole in it. We put a hole in the doily right here. Here we go, right there. There we go. And now I'm going to just put that over the stem. I'm just going to put it right there. And you don't have to glue this on, guys. But then see these little lace pieces are just adorable. You just lay them on. I love that. It's kind of fancy. It's
That
kind
is
of fun.
fancy.
kind of fun.
I don't even know what I want.
What do you want, Jerry? You got so many.
know.
And then just this on the stem. And I will sew it on or glue it on.
I'm going to glue
cut
mine
this.
on.
Oh yeah, you go ahead.
I'm going to use this glue.
You can even get fancy with this. Like here's a little ribbon on this one, and then you could put a little necklace on it. Why not?
Put a little necklace.
Put a little necklace on
Put a
it.
little necklace on her.
A little fanciness going on there.
Yeah, I might need to clean mine.
There we go. There's a couple. Now, Jared, what are you doing?
I'm just putting. I'm keeping mine very simple.
Okay, I like
want-
simple.
I want it to be just very like.
Oh, that's
is
cute.
good.
I
you know,
like that.
very simple. I just want to find one maybe little thingy over here to cover this glue.
Okay.
I put too much glue on an accident.
Oh, you did? Well,
gonna
that's
put
okay.
Too much glue.
Now, I was thinking these little. Don't you think those colors might be kind of cute on here?
There we go. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna set mine up here. See, Adam, I just
Super
kept mine
cute.
very simple. I just want like a little I like the texture of the pumpkin with the stem, and then just a cute little accent to the side. and
I agree, Jeremy. I think you did a great
You know what I'm
job
saying?
with
Just
that.
a little. I love adding lots of stuff.
Well, come over here and help me work on this one. then.
I love adding lots of stuff.
Help me work on this one. See, I've got this is kind of. This reminds me. I bought this a long time ago and I put it on a pair of pants. But this reminds me of kind of 70s vibe.
Yeah.
This reminds me of the
Yep.
Brady Bunch wallpaper.
Exactly. So
There you go.
I want to put a little. I think I'm going to cut those into pieces. Natalie, yours is looking beautiful.
I'm just going to have to glue those right there, and I think that.
What do you want?
Do you want to glue? Oh, here.
No.
you need glue
What do you
gun?
want to do?
No. I was looking at your.
What about these?
I was looking at the cute little blue.
Well, go
crocheted
ahead
one.
and help me decorate it. Whatever you
Natalie,
think.
tell me if you need a glue gun. I can pass it over.
I will take it.
Oh wait, let me go in front of Kelly. Sorry, Cal. Sorry.
Here you go.
There's a piece of
You
paper.
can use
Thank you,
that.
thank
Don't burn yourself.
This is crafting with your friends. Okay, so
Okay,
let's
where do you
glue
want
some-
glue? Where do you
just
want
right
glue?
on here.
No, be careful.
Just a little on there, a little on there.
Okay.
We'll just kind
Get that
of
off of here.
put them different places.
Get that off. There we go. Sorry.
No worries.
It was dragging. There we go. Okay.
I just like to use things that, like the sweater that is kind of all misshapen.
You already have.
Great.
Yeah.
Natalie,
Hey,
this is
Natalie, ours can be
fantastic.
brother and sister pumpkins.
I love
Look at
it.
that.
Brother and
And here's
sisters.
Grandma.
And there's Grandma.
There's Grandma. Grandma's got her lace doily on.
She's looking real cute.
I love that. Hey, you could do a pumpkin family.
You could.
Now, that's not Dad because he's got a necklace on there, but we could.
You could even wrap this little guy.
Listen, we could change this. This looks like the fabric looks more masculine.
Yeah.
We could make it into
That could be
a
Grandpa
pant.
and Grandma taking the pumpkin kids to church.
There we go.
That's so
Make
funny.
it masculine.
We can have a
Dad.
baby
Do
if
it-
we have a little
yes, we
something
could do
wrapper
that.
on
Okay,
there.
what do you think, Jared? What
Put a
else?
stem on that.
Do you want to? I'm gluing.
I'm going to do a stem. I'm going to definitely do a stem in there.
Yeah.
It's fun. Now, crafting is not an easy thing. You want to keep bending. You want to?
Do you want to glue it
yeah,
down?
glue it down.
Like I can glue it where it
It's
stay
not
down.
an easy thing to do on a time constraint.
There, I'm gonna hold
No,
that
it
for a
kind of
second.
Don't
hinders
burn
your
yourself.
creativity, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
because you got to really think about it.
That's how I was putting my Christmas tree yesterday.
Really?
I had, you know how you have to stop and step across the room to look at it to see
Yeah.
how it looks, and then you're like, but that ornament needs to be.
Oh,
You know, it takes a
totally.
while to
Yeah.
get it the
It
way
does.
you want it.
It does take
And
a
you
while.
always think, oh, this will be sweet to do with your children, and then it's like, no, it's not. It's
know it's not.
I don't want to put that ornament there.
You guys may not have seen all this, Natalie. Hey, how about that?
That's cute.
You know what's funny too is like I wish I was like my brother and sister-in-law because they have a tradition the day after Thanksgiving they watch the movie Elf and I'll put up the
Oh.
tree together. But here's the thing: I love my brother and sister-in-law, but they don't care how the tree looks, and I do.
Oh,
That is not your tradition.
That is not my tradition, guys.
We always watch
That is so funny.
Home Alone and do the tree.
Oh, that's
All right,
okay.
guys.
We'll be back with a receptacle of riddles. That's a new game.
I'm going to keep working on this
These
crazy
are
little.
cute with the wires.